but where they are, I'm very, very happy for, but I'm just happy and sad in the same exact moment because I can't see them as I used to see them, you know, but I'm happy for where they are, so it's a very weird feeling to be like right in the middle. It's like, how can you be happy and sad at the same exact moment? When I think of my kids, I'm happy and sad at the same exact time, so, you know, but, more happy than anything, because I know, again, what my mindset, all that means is that now I have to work hard. I, I have to work harder. I have to work harder, and I have to pull in this real income now so that I can really shorten the distance. You know what I'm saying? And, you
Yeah.
know, travel out there, have them travel up here, do what we got to do. I mean, it's definitely hard right now with COVID. So, you know, this gives me some time to like really get on my grind and do what I got to do. But, that's definitely a very big challenge, right now, a lot of pressure as well.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I, uh, I, yeah, definitely. When I was a, when I was a kid, well, my parents, my dad and my biological mom, they got divorced when I was just 2 months old, and uh, had split visitation. Went to see my mom every other weekend for till I was like 5 or 6, I think 5. But and then she ended up moving to San Diego, and I was up here in Enumclaw, Washington, and it's like sort of far away. Well, actually, no, we moved to Everett at that time. But anyway, it's like I'm way up north, she's way down south, and no way to go see her every other weekend. So I remember going and staying a month or a full summer with her when I was like 7 or 8, and then didn't see her for a few years. So she moved back up here, but um, it's actually there was one time she was driving truck and happened to be up here, but I do understand about I do relate to that distance between the kids and the parents, and it's hard to go through, but it's like so long as there remains open communication, in these days with Zoom and FaceTime or whatever, it's like it's a lot better communication than back then.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely, it definitely shortens the distance. We just recently had for my mom, her 70th birthday. We had like a surprise Zoom party,
all
for
right,
her. So family members from all over, were on the call that she hasn't seen in years and years. So, yeah, so, this really does help out, like the Zooms and, the FaceTimes and all that, so yeah, I'm very appreciative of that, of having this, this technology,
yeah,
while we're here.
yeah, definitely. And I was also going to note that that's got to be such a great feeling to see that I do. That's got to be make you so very happy that your kids are, you can tell that now your kids are safe and secure and not in that project environment.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Big time. Big time. Because that was a big worry, and their mom is overprotective, as well. So, they weren't allowed to just go outside and hang out and, walk around. They wasn't allowed to go to the park, and, they wasn't allowed to do that. So it's like they'd be in the house, driving each other crazy all day, not much space, you know what I'm saying? And so for now, for them to just have that space and that freedom to be like, go outside in the back. And I brought my son a big basketball hoop, and he put out front, and now he's playing basketball out front, and he couldn't do that before. you know, and that does make me feel very, very good, and one of my goals is, even though I'm not with, my children's mom anymore, you know, um, my main goal is to, financially free her of her burden because she's taking on a lot, with having them, and you know, um, dealing with that responsibility, and having to constantly hustle, hustle, hustle. She is working like 12-hour shifts. You know what I'm saying? And it's I know it's rough on her. I know she can't wait to get a break. So that's one of my goals, is to help free her, of her burdens as well. And so I'm very happy for that. Absolutely, yes.
Right on. That's very cool. And just a quick question about location. Um, Now, your company is Loop Clothing NYC, New York City, and I noticed an address of Flushing, New York, and so I was just wondering where are those in location to each other, and is that where your company is actually located? Is in Flushing?
Yeah, so that's where my products are being sent out of. I actually send products out of different locations.
Okay,
And so yeah, we're Loop Clothing NYC, is just in general in New York City area, you know.
okay,
So I send stuff from Flushing location, and then also I have a company that sends stuff from the North Carolina location, where they make products that I can't handle, so that's like certain products, like the machines that I don't have up here, that would have like complex designs, like the ones that have like multiple colors and different stuff. That would the North Carolina location would handle that, but out in Flushing, I'll handle that one personally.
okay, okay. Well, that's very cool that you have different locations for your business and everything, and with different machinery, different printing presses. That's very
Yeah,
cool.
that one is that one in North Carolina is like a real actual factory, like a real big factory that takes care of a lot of big orders, which I plan to expand, and trying to get deals with like colleges up here, in New York, and try to get make shirts for these college students, who are really like pushing through, this pandemic, and still grinding and going hard with their, education, in spite of, all that's happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, let's get some motivational shirts for these people. Like, they're really going hard right now. And I know how it is, because I was actually in school when they announced the lockdown. When we was gonna have to switch to remote learning, and everything was gonna be shut down. I was actually in class when he came back in and told us. So and then we had to like automatically go from in class to online, which was like a really hard transition, because we're all sitting on a Zoom, like, all right, really don't know what we do. We're supposed to be writing a big thesis paper, and it was just like really hard at the time, and we needed some extra type of motivation at that time. You know what I'm saying? To keep going, to keep us motivated, to keep us pushing and grinding. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so discouraging. We were supposed to graduate. Graduation was canceled. And so I think that it's really important, to actually give something to college students right now, who are actually, really still going hard and still pushing and still fighting, and not using, the COVID or anything like that as an excuse to give up. You know what I'm saying? So I think that that would be a really good thing for colleges to do right now for their students.
Right on. Yeah, definitely, definitely. I Yeah, it's like when at the beginning, it's like at the beginning of the pandemic, it's like, all this hoopla about, oh, the world's ending, blah blah blah, and um, everyone's gonna die, and I don't know. I was just getting this impending doom vibe from what I was watching and reading and viewing, and then it's like, okay, well, just we can wear a mask and socially distance. We can stay away and we can do that, and it's like we got the technology. We can do things remotely and um, stay separate. We'll all get through this, and I just stayed focused on my positivity, my podcast, my radio show. You know, keep I kept filling my mind with positive things and being grateful for what I have, and it's like I love that. Pushing, helping helping the college kids, college students with motivation and helping them, just keep the mindset over everything, helping them keep the mindset that they can keep going and can push through, and
Yeah,
just focus.
yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's super important right now, and, you know, they're doing a lot right. They're going to be doing a lot for this country. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like they're going to be the ones driving this country. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I salute them. For even just having that that drive in them right now to keep going through this. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
There was one group that I did feel bad for. You know, I'm out here in Queens, like right near St. John's University, and I made a lot of friends over there as well. And I felt so bad because I've been like the college is right near where I live, and I've seen them over here for the past 4 years. Speaking to them every day, and and then right before they graduate, they had to go home. Everybody had to go home. And I felt bad for them. You know what I'm saying? I did what I could do for a couple. Send a couple of them some shirts. But you know, just it's all about just moving forward and keeping pushing, and you know, not letting anything you know stop you. You know what I'm saying? So if we get once we get through this whole COVID thing, it's like I said before earlier. Everything that seemed to be be something bad, it's disguised as a blessing, something that we really truly needed. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And I feel like when everyone is able to get through this, those that are able to get through it, this will be the thing that they needed to show strength. You know what I'm saying? And they'll know how strong they really are. So anything that comes past this, that's not of this of this magnitude, it'll be nothing for them to just walk through. You know, it'll be nothing for them to get through. So you know, very important, man. Very important.
yeah. Very important. Keep keep moving forward. Keep walking. Keep talking. Keep communicating. Keep pushing. Stay motivated. Keep your mindset moving forward, and yeah, just focused on moving forward. Um, yeah, and so I just love the fact that oriented. You're so oriented with community, inspiration, and motivation. And one question I had was, where do you see your company in the future?
So yeah, thank you for asking that too. In the future, I would say in the very short future, because I'm already making the shift right now. Um, I see the company making shirts strictly for now I don't want to say strictly, but a majority for businesses and companies around the world. Organizations, nonprofit organizations that have a specific cause that they're fighting for. Just really going after